The only way I can be on the ground in Sierra Leone is if I'm a diamond. This line by Lyrical Joe is regarded by Black Low fans as disrespectful to the entire nation, and this and so much more could be accounted for some of the death threats coming LJ's way as he steps into Sierra Leone for a show. Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Celebrity Updates. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. Let's start off with this post from Sierra Leonean artist based in the USA, Kao Denero. He uploaded this video in which he was basically insinuating that Kao Denero fans needed to do something about LG's coming to Sierra Leone. He said the trip was disrespectful and the fans cannot let that happen. He also reminded the viewers of the fact that people have been stabbed due to beef in Sierra Leone. He also mentioned he wasn't saying any of such acts should be committed, while reiterating that Lyrical Joe's presence in Sierra Leone was disrespectful and action needed to be taken. Cool J wasn't the only one reacting badly to Lyrical Joe's presence in Sierra Leone. Numerous messages have been shared online threatening the Ghanaian rapper and promising a cash prize for anyone who would provide information about LG's location and contact. There was this screenshot shared which showed a conversation between Lyrical Joe and a guy claiming to be a Kao Denero fan. So the guy said, whether the show is cancelled or not, if you ever tried to come to Sierra Leone, I promise you, even the person that wanted to bring you won't be able to save you. Mark my word. Lol, I'm already in SL. Okay, location. GPS is like sense. If you know how to use it, you can locate me. And the guy responds, lol, boy, you're nothing but a coward. So before we proceed to talk about LG and Black Leo Entertainment's reaction to this threat, let's first talk about why Lyrical Joe was in Sierra Leone in the first place. During an interview with Shanti Reacts, he mentioned the reason behind his visit to Sierra Leone, which was to support a Sierra Leonean rapper, Boy, whose debut show was coming up. These two rappers have previously collaborated back in October on the track Levels. Not surprisingly, many Sierra Leoneans were not pleased by Boy's collaboration with Lyrical Joe, who had previously dropped diss tracks aimed at one of SL's top rappers, Kao Denero. Well, despite the grievances, the collaboration happened, and fast forward to December, Lyrical Joe was ready to travel miles to support his peer, Boy. And to that, the alleged Black Leo fan said, no. And Lyrical Joe response to that was, meanwhile, I'm already in Sierra Leone, with a laugh emoji. And he got reactions like, we are waiting, SL is the land of ex-rebels, you know what that means. We're gonna learn you how to respect countries, at Lyrical Joe. We have this other Twitter user saying, Lyrical Joe, if it is true that Samuel Fombad, hope you have settled your beef with Kao Denero, cause that nigga will beat you and send the footage to your peeps in Ghana. Reacting to this, we have YouTube reactor Shanti, who had this to say. So it has come to my notice that some hip-hop fans of the Black Leo were aiming hateful comments and trying to galvanize and organize fans in Sierra Leone to inflict bodily harm, possibly death on Lyrical Joe, and this is supposedly over the lyrical spot that happened earlier this year. Now, while these unscrupulous elements do not in any way represent the entirety of the salon music, #salon fans, I still want to use this medium to engage #salon artists like Kao Denero, Shadow Boxer, Exubi, Stazi to please actively condemn such acts and notions of violence among hip-hop fan base. I will be making a video about this unfortunate issue this morning. We don't have to lose hip-hop artists before we speak up. Thank you very much, guys. Shanti. He also went on to tweet this to Kao Denero's team saying, if I fail to do this call out and this threat happened, that will make me a party to this indirectly, so I'm using this opportunity to call on @Leo for life to dissociate himself from this murderous folks threatening @Lyrical Joe's life. The Black Leo team had this response. If you can recall the diss between MI and Vector, their fans will never say good things about each other, or when they see MI or Vector is doing well in the music scene, you have some fans that will come and say something negative. That's the reality of having a rival in the game. Like I said, Lyrical Joe was on Shanti Reacts giving an interview, basically talking about how shameful of an act it was for some Kao Denero fans to call at him, and he thinks the move that Kao Denero needs to take is dissociate himself from those people who are sending giving him death threats because yeah, he doesn't think it's cool because this is just a lyrical game. Anyway, over here on Chakarati, we're definitely going to be having an episode of the Just My Opinion podcast with the ambassador, where we're going to talk about this, like react to the whole thing. But before that happens, needless to say, this act is totally condemned. We don't think this is the right way to go. Like Shanti said, this is a lyrical sport, not something which should lead to the loss of life of any rapper, anybody. It shouldn't lead to the loss of life. This is a lyrical sport and should be taken that way. And like when you have two teams, you support opposite camps. The fact that your camp loses doesn't mean you have to cause harm to somebody from the other camp. It doesn't make sense, and we need to start looking at hip hop in that way, at beef in that way. It's a sport, and you don't need to take it to the extent of people actually losing their lives. I think the ambassador has mentioned this several times, how the whole beef thing in the African hip hop industry is a good thing for the African industry, and he looks at it like the Champions League. So we look at it like a sport, and it should have been taken to that extent. So totally condemned, and that should not be the case, and that should not be the mindset going forward. Thanks for watching that video. Hope it inspired you to want to commit to Chakara TV. You want more content from us? No worries, we got you covered. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, then sit back, relax, and enjoy daily content from us. It's been 8 on Chakara TV. We are craziness with a strategy.